What's up, J-Fusion fans? This is Philip with a brand new video, and as you can see here, we're finally going to play a demonstration of our DIY tabletop game. And this game I call RIDERKIX. So it's RIDERKIX with the K-I-X spelling. It's spelled as one word. So for this game, I will be introducing some of the rules that I am planning to use for this game. And of course, since this is a DIY game, you can make up your own rules if you want. You're free to do it. So before we continue on, I would like to say that this video is not intended for viewers under the age of 13, as we always do. So last week I was actually supposed to make a video where I introduced this game, but as I posted on Facebook, I said that I actually accidentally deleted the footage, so we're going to start again from scratch. Now, in order to play this game, the things we need. So first, we have here a play mat or a play map. Now for this one, like I've said in my previous video, I have used a used calendar. And next, we have here a couple of pseudo action figures. For this demo, I'm going to use Kamen Rider 02 and Kamen Rider Eden. And based on a comment that I've read on the previous video about this DIY game, it says you can actually print your own map. Now, it was actually suggested to me. Now, the commenter suggested that you can print your own map, and yes, you can. I just wanted to recycle this old calendar because I thought the size would also be perfect for this game. And he also said that he wants to print his own Kamen Riders for this game, and that is also fine. And the reason that I'm using these pseudo action figures is that the action bases are perfect for this kind of game. Now, you can also use other Kamen Rider action figures such as the Converge Kamen Riders, or if you really want to, you can even use SHFs, but these are completely perfect for me. Now, the next thing we're going to need are a couple of dice. Now, this game is intended for at least 2 players, but you can make up teams of your own. So each player or each team would need 1 dice. Now, if you're playing with a team, so you can, let's say for example, decide who in your team goes first. So that player rolls dice, the other player rolls a dice, and the next player in your team gets to roll the dice. So that's how you can do it in a multiplayer game or a team-based game. But basically, you're going to need 2 dice. Now, for this game, the red dice is going to represent Kamen Rider 02, and the blue dice will represent Kamen Rider Eden. Now, the next thing that I'm going to show you, now this is completely optional. This right here is a used milk carton that I've decided to turn into a dice roller. So when I emptied this milk carton, I thought, I could use this for the game. And so I did. Now, again, I really encourage you guys to recycle because we are environment friendly in this channel. But enough of that. So now we are going to introduce the basics of the game. Now, to start off, we are going to have to decide which player or which team goes first. Now, for this, you can use the dice. Now, you may also use other things like, let's say, rock, paper, scissors, or any kind of system, like maybe a coin toss. You can maybe use that. So, rock, paper, scissors, coin toss, but because we have dice, we can decide with the dice. And that's what I'm going to do in this demonstration. Now, I'm going to use my dice roller as well. So, what we're going to do is put the dice together, or you can just roll them together normally, but here we go. And here are the results. Now, Kamen Rider 02 gets 2, and Kamen Rider Eden gets 3. Because Kamen Rider Eden got the higher value, the player or the team controlling Kamen Rider Eden gets to go first. By the way, you can see here that I've placed both Eden and 02 on this side or in this row of the map. And for this game, I've decided to start them here, but you are free to start them off anywhere in the map. Let's say, for example, I chose to put 02 here. I chose to put Eden here. But since we have a clear division of, right here in the middle, actually. So this is going to be this team side, and this is going to be this team side. So this is for 02, this is for Eden. But anyway, so I have chosen to start them off here. Now, Kamen Rider Eden, or the player controlling Kamen Rider Eden, goes first. Now, you can actually choose to go first, or you can pass that on to the other player or other team to see what they're going to do. So, again, because Kamen Rider Eden's player got the higher number, they get that advantage. So again, it's up to you to actually go ahead and start moving, or you can actually pass that on to the other player and observe their actions. But let's say, for this demonstration, Kamen Rider Eden actually goes first. Now, since we are going to roll again to start moving, here's what we're going to do. So, I am actually putting both dice again. So here, Kamen Rider Eden gets a 3 and Kamen Rider 02 gets 6 on the dice. Now, again, Kamen Rider Eden goes first, so we have 1, 2, 3. For movement, I am moving only in a straight direction, so like moving forward, moving backward, moving side to side. It's all in a straight line. Now, moving in a diagonal direction, let's say, for example, here, okay, I want to move Eden here, 1, 2. So that's moving diagonally, or 1, 2, 3, 4. So you need 4 steps to reach this tile from this tile. So again, I am doing this just to make things a bit easier. So for this, I'm going to move Kamen Rider Eden here because he got 3. Now, Kamen Rider 02 goes next, but we can see here that he got 6 on the dice. Now, because Kamen Rider Eden is within that movement range, we can actually choose to move to his tile, engage him, and start the battle phase. So this is what we're going to do. So again, because we got 6 on the dice, so 1, 2. So put them together on the same tile. Now, to start the battle phase, we are going to roll the dice again. Now, since Kamen Rider 02 is the attacking character, we're going to give him what is called an attack chance. And because Kamen Rider Eden is the defending character, he gets a defense chance. Now, we're going to determine the outcome by rolling the dice again. So, here we go. Okay. So, here, we have 2 for Kamen Rider 02 and 5 for Kamen Rider Eden on the dice. Because Kamen Rider Eden gets the higher value, the defense chance is a success and therefore will receive no damage from battle. So for this game, I've decided to just give Kamen Rider 02 and Eden both 10 HP each. And of course, the gist of this is the first character to lose HP is eliminated from the field. So the first team to eliminate the other team's characters, or the team with the most characters remaining on the map after the game, wins. But for this, let's just say like eliminate all enemies. So that's the basic goal of this demonstration. Now, again, because Kamen Rider 02 missed or did not land a hit, so Kamen Rider Eden's defense worked. Now, for the next turn, since they are still engaged, now you can actually choose to either roll to move away your character, or you may choose to attack. So let's say for this instance, Kamen Rider Eden actually chooses to attack. So we're going to roll the dice again and see if the attack chance is successful. So again, we can see the results. Now, Kamen Rider 02 got 6 and Kamen Rider Eden got 5. So this means Kamen Rider 02's defense chance is successful. Now, I'm not going to let this go on and, just let's just break them off for now, okay? So that's just a demonstration of the battle phase. Now, if you look at the map, we can see here darkened areas. Now, I have intended these to be obstacles. Now, let's say for Kamen Rider Eden, so let's say we roll the dice and, okay, so let's say he gets a 4 and we have this darkened area right here. Now, because this is a darkened spot or darkened area, okay, so maybe let's maybe put Eden here. Okay, now because there's 4, we can use this as a complete obstacle and not be able to step on this. So you want to get around this, like 1, 2, 3, 4, or 1, 2, 3, or 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, that's completely fine. But we can also use this and step on this area. However, if you step on a darkened area, what I intend for this is when you step on this dark area, you cancel the rest of your movement. So again, since Kamen Rider Eden is supposed to move by 4, so 1, 2, 3, 4, right? Now, because you step on this one, you stop right there. However, we can also use this darkened area to our advantage. Now, let's say Kamen Rider 02 actually moves closer. Now, every time a character is stepping on a darkened area, this character is immune to attacks. And another thing that I thought of for this darkened area, or the darkened areas, is that while stepping on them, you can recover 1 HP in a turn. So let's say for this turn, Kamen Rider Eden is stepping on this tile right here. So not only is he immune to attacks from 0-2, but assuming that he has been damaged in a previous round, then he also gets to recover 1 HP. But if your character is already at full HP, then that effect does not happen. However, while stepping on a darkened area, the character cannot attack. So there's no battle to be had anyway. And you need to roll again on your next turn in order to move and attack. So, yeah. Now, that's basically it for the basic rules of the game. You know, how to play, how to move your characters, battle, and taking advantage of the obstacles or recovery areas, if you will. So, yep. In the next video, I would probably do a full game using these two again, probably, and show you guys how it's going to look like. So, anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you want more, please like, comment, share this video, subscribe, and don't forget that notification bell so you guys get the latest from JE Fusion. Again, if you have any questions about the game, feel free to leave it in the comments. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you on the next video for RIDERKIX. Bye.